Hi there, this is Cassie from Retrogate Gaming. Today we're going to take a look at gordo slimes, where to find them, particularly in the ancient ruins. Now, the ancient ruins are unique. In order to reach them, you first have to go through the indigo quarry. You basically would follow the same path that you would take to get to the rad slime, but instead of going down towards the rad slime, you're going to continue along the path. You'll then have to just take a quick hop over this area and get to that particular door. Once you're there, it's basically just a pretty cut and dry path. Follow the natural curve and you'll reach the area where the door is in. The good thing about this is that there's a bunch of slimes that are waiting outside of the door, which will come in useful because the Ancient Ruins is very unique. It has basically a secondary door, and that secondary door, in order to get into it, you have to have plort. You need to have the boom, tabby, phosphor, rad, honey, and rock plort. Now, the only two that I would recommend that you bring with you is the tabby and the honey plort, because those two you can't obtain outside of the indigo quarry, and it's a lot easier to just bring those two, maybe some food, and then collect those other resources while you can, and then just use them to basically fill your quota. That way you don't have to make the whole trip all the way back to your home base. And just a heads up, at this point I did decide to get the level 2 boost. The reason for that is because I also wanted higher health. The boom slime is particularly violent when it bursts, and it can actually cause you damage. Now, it only cost me about a third of my health, but at that point, of doing this, I wasn't sure how dangerous it would be, so I did make the necessary upgrades. I think this has to be one of my favorite in-game moments, having that giant door just release for you. It's so satisfying. So on the map, this looks really straightforward. It really just looks like a complete straight line, but unfortunately it's not quite that easy, because this area basically has a bunch of doors that go up and down, and there are areas that are above, there's areas that are below, and it's a little bit of a dungeon crawl. So this is the way that I found that was the simplest to be able to get to that area. Once you get up here, it's just a matter of more or less heading straight. It's just that first little bit that is a little bit more puzzling. So you'll be able to see the back of the slime before you're able to see anything else, and then you just have to turn this corner to get over to the front. I have to say, this is one of the most impressive bursts that I've seen. Definitely one of the more enjoyable ones. So the second one is, again, it looks pretty much like a straight line, but it's not. The first little part is just a little bit complex, and then it does get pretty straightforward. Now, this slime was, I found really hard to find, because when you look at the map, it doesn't show you any of the secrets, ins and outs. It doesn't really give you any hints apart from a direction to go into. So thankfully I was able to figure it out, and hopefully this will help you guys. You don't have to miss that jump, by the way. I just managed to do that. So I wanted to show you guys something first. The door, when you first look at it, that is where the gordo is going to be, but it is closed at first, so you have to just run up, boop the doorbell basically, and then it'll lock up one area to unlock another. And there you go, that's the quantum gordo. I hope you guys have a good day. Make sure to check out our Discord in the link below, and toodles for now.